ranked Illini with a win over number 23 Wisconsin. Oklahoma, the 7th-ranked team in the country, falling in Norman to Oklahoma State, coming down from Stillwater in an overtime victory 94-90 over the Sooners. Virginia Tech, 16th-ranked team in the country, all over Wake Forest, 84-46 the final in that one. They are just underway. Mississippi State and 6th-ranked Alabama just in the first few minutes there. Coming up at 4 o'clock, tip-off for Loyola Chicago, number 21 team in the country, against Southern Illinois. Later tonight, unbeaten Baylor, 2nd-ranked team in the country, will take on Kansas. KU is back in the top 25 at number 17. USC, number 19, will be on the road at Utah to take on the Utes at 6 o'clock. Top-ranked Gonzaga, 23-0. Against Loyola Marymount. That one coming up at 8 o'clock this evening, and one game postponed out of the Big 12, or check that, out of the SEC to former Big 12 schools. Still weird to me to see Texas A&M and Missouri getting set to match up in a game that is SEC conference play, but it's been like a decade, so I should probably get over the weirdness of that. Summit League, they are at the half in Tulsa, the one score for a game that we did not give you earlier. And Oral Roberts and Western Illinois all even at 44-44 in that contest as, again, South Dakota with the lead over North Dakota State at halftime. And the chase for the 1 seed out of this conference, 35-27 is the final, is the halftime score in that one. Just about ready to go for tip-off in this one as the Pioneers starting 5 is announced to those in attendance here at Hamilton Gymnasium today. And it does feel really good to say those in attendance because it's only been the last 2 days we've gotten to say that. But the Pioneers welcoming in just immediate family members for this final homestand of the season and what turns into the final game of the season for Denver. And the Pioneers starting 5, as we anticipated, will be Jace Townsend. Actually, no, take that back. It will not be Roscoe Eastman. Taylor Gatlin back in the starting 5 today. So it is Jace Townsend, Taylor Gatlin, and Kobey Lam, the guards. Sam Hines Jr. and Robert Jones, the forwards, as we are about ready for tip-off here inside Hamilton. Denver in the all-crimson uniforms today. The white Denver script arched across the front of the jerseys in white. Numbers front and back in white, and the player names on the backs of the jerseys in white as well. Some white and black trim around the jerseys, the waistlines, and the shorts, and the interlocking DU logo on each side of the shorts. For the Omaha Mavericks, the usual all-white home uniforms. Omaha on the front of the jerseys in black, trimmed in red. Numbers same style, front and back, and the player names on the backs of those jerseys, as well as the black and red trim circles the necklines and the shoulders and the legs. And Omaha, for the final time, will lace them up in a regular season matchup as the Pioneers win the opening tip-off and are set to try to finish this season with a win. Denver moving from right to left here in the opening 20 minutes. Kobey Lam will hang, can't finish on his first shot of the day. Matt Pyle with the rebound, and the Mavericks will try to get the first points of the afternoon. 30 seconds gone here in the first half at Hamilton Gymnasium as Kobey trying to take this one away from Iowakan-Wole, and that is a loose ball that gets knocked out of bounds. I thought last touch by Kobey, the official trailing the play. We'll give that ball to Denver. Kobey Lam and Iowakan-Wole some contact. Akinwole kind of took Kobey out. They both went down, and Denver will get the possession off of Omaha's first turnover of the day. Townsend inbound from just in front of the Omaha bench, lobs it into Robert Jones, who will hand off back to Jason, screen for him. Now through Sam Hines Jr. to the far side to Taylor Gatlin. GG swings it around through Rob to Kobey. Kobey trying to get a screen from Rob. We got a foul call here that will go against Marco Smith on the Omaha side. First foul of the day, and with 19:13 to go, Denver will inbound it from the near sideline in front of what ordinarily would be the home radio spot, but obviously in this bizarre season we find ourselves in, up at the top of what would usually be a seating level, just on the top level here at Hamilton Gymnasium. The seats not pulled out to allow for the socially distanced benches down below. Kobey Lam trying to give it to Robert Jones down low. Nice catch by Rob, but as he gets to the basket a little bit out in front of where he probably could have let that shot go, and he collected the pass on a cleaner toss from Lam. Anyway, his layup is no good. Matt Pyle down low on the other side, trying to get to that hook shot. Does get the hook shot away, but he can't get it to fall. And Denver off the rebound by Robert Jones, trying to get onto the board. This is a slow start offensively for each side, just like it was yesterday. And we got a foul call that will go, looks like against Darius Hughes again. So that's 2 fouls on Hughes. Actually, that one, Hughes is first. The other one went to Marco Smith. 18:34 to go, inbound pass. Jace Townsend, jumper from just inside the three-point line, and he knocks it down. So Jace with the first bucket of the day, and Denver's got a 2-0 lead. 18:25 to go. Lamel Robinson, who was scorching hot yesterday, especially in the first half, working with Ayo Akinwole, who this is the last time the Pioneers will see Akinwole, I do believe, a senior. 18:15 to go. Back to Robinson. Now here's Ferrarini. Nick, one dribble, hands it off back to Robinson. Steps into a three and clanks it off the back iron. A rebound for Sam Hines Jr. 2 minutes gone here in the first half. Kobey Lam collects it far side from Taylor Gatlin to Robert Jones on the right block. Off of the entry pass. Rob, one dribble. Back out to Kobey. Kobey outside the arc on the three-point, or on the far side. And just lost that ball off his foot, dribbled it out of bounds. Omaha back in possession. Robinson brings it up the floor down the far sideline. Up top through Darius Hughes, hands it off. Nick Ferrarini for three. That's off the back of the rim and out. Rebound tipped by Sam Hines Jr. into the waiting hands of Jace Townsend. Omaha, not a team that shoots a ton of threes. Yesterday they did, and they made a lot of them. Team that averages 4 made threes per game. As here's a jumper up and no good from the right-handed shot of Jace Townsend. Omaha yesterday knocked down 7 three-pointers in the first half, 8 for the game. They only averaged 4 made per game. The ball lost out of bounds in transition by the Mavericks, but knocked out by Denver. 2-0, Pioneers lead at 17-17 to go in the first half. Inbound pass comes to Darius Hughes. Hughes trying to go baseline against Sam Hines Jr. Can't really find a track there, so he pulls back into the lane, and his jumper is off the back of the rim. Omaha 0 for 4 to start this game from the field. 17 minutes to go. Pass out between the circles from Kobey Lam to Jace Townsend. Jace nearly lost it over half court, but able to recover. Deals it near side to Sam Hines Jr. Sam shakes his way into the lane, lobs it back to Kobey. Matched up with Ferrarini, calling for a screen. He'll get one from Robert Jones. Now gives it back to Rob at the right elbow. Rob, one dribble into the lane, dancing through traffic, and a finger roll is good for 2. 4-0 Pioneers lead at 16:35 to go here in the first half. Handoff near side, Lamel Robinson. Through Nick Ferrarini, up top to Ayo Akinwole. Akinwole dribbles toward the far side off a screen from Matt Pyle. Pyle going in against Robert Jones, and his left-handed hook shot is up and falls. So Omaha's onto the board at the 16:20 mark of the first half. 4-2, Denver leads it. Lamb between the circles to Hines. Sam can't find Taylor Gatlin far side. Instead comes back to Kobey after a couple of dribbles on the near side. Now Kobey into the lane. Flings it to the far side wing to Robert Jones. Denver going right to left here in this first half. Rob, nice move to swing his way around that pile, but he left his hook shot short. 15:55 remaining. Akinwole the other direction. Omaha going left to right. Ayo pulls a jumper. That's off the back of the rim and no good. And an over-the-back call coming up against Darius Hughes. That one is his second of the day. Omaha now 1 for 6 from the floor. And actually 1 for 7 on that one. And the foul call going against Omaha will bring us to a media timeout. 15:49 to go in the first half. Our score, Denver 4 and Omaha 2. It's Pioneer Basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. You got it. Hey, Pioneer fans, this broadcast brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, makers of Avalanche Amber Ale. Remember, with Breckenridge, you're always in good company. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium, 4-2 is the Denver Pioneers lead over the Omaha Mavericks. Final day of this 2020-2021 season for the Pioneers, who are headed into the offseason after today. Now, that won't be official until Monday. Pioneers needed 2 wins over Omaha this weekend to clinch the 8th spot in the Summit League tournament. And Omaha only needed 1 due to their higher net ranking. That's the tiebreaker for these 2 teams in the Summit League, because coming into the weekend, their lone win, each of them coming in at 1-11, was over the same team, over North Dakota. So that's the ordinary judgment point for tiebreakers, and that was not available for these 2 teams. As Taylor Gatlin comes back near side of Jace Townsend, bounce pass down low to Robert Jones, who draws a crowd. Back to Jace, who head fakes Akinwole into the air, steps in and drains a jumper, and the Pioneers have a 6-2 lead over Omaha. The net rankings, the NCAA debuted those in 2018. It's kind of an unknown formula that takes a whole bunch of stuff into account to rank every single D1 program, and Denver is about 25 spots behind Omaha in those rankings, so even a win today after that loss yesterday would probably not be enough to make up that ground, as Matt Pyle able to work by Robert Jones and score off the window. 6-4. Denver out in front. Sam Hines Jr. trying to blow by Pyle. Couldn't do so. Pyle a nice hang and contest. Sam too strong off the glass, and the rebound belongs to Darius Hughes. 14:35 remaining. Mel Robinson crosses over, comes into the lane, and Robinson able to get a little left-handed hook shot up, but that one will roll off the rim and fall out. Denver pulls it away. Kobey Lam into the lane. Sam Hines Jr. Oh man, just bullies Ayo Akinwole. Talk about a size mismatch there. As Sam 6'6", 210, Akinwole 6', 165, and Sam just kind of bodied him aside to score on that layup. So Denver 8 and Omaha 4. 14:05 to go. Working his way into the lane is Hughes against Hines. Now out to Ferrarini. Ferrarini trying to get that through to Pyle. Bounce it over toward the far sideline. It was collected over there by Akinwole. Now another sloppy pass as Pyle lost control of it. Ferrarini steps into a jumper. He can't connect, and with 13:45 remaining, rebound is Denver's. Pioneers doing a much better job on the glass today. Yesterday they were being out-rebounded in the first half at 1 point, 18-6. Kobey Lam's got it between the circles, out to the far side, beyond the arc to Jace Townsend. Now here's Kobey, top of the key, trying to shake by Akinwole. Step back jumper, got it. So all 5 of Denver's scorers, actually check that, Taylor Gatlin has not scored yet. But 4 points for Jace Townsend, 2 for Kobey Lam, 2 for Sam Hines Jr., and 2 for Robert Jones. Good start. Matt Pyle floating through contact, layup with the left hand is good, and a foul on Sam. So Pyle's got all of his team's points. He's got 6, game's leading scorer. And he will try to draw Omaha back to down 3 as he heads to the free throw line here. Matt Pyle yesterday, 28 minutes, 6 for 8 from the floor, 12 points, 9 rebounds. But he turned the ball over 7 times. Denver did a pretty good job against Pyle yesterday. He's already halfway to his point total from yesterday. So now he has surpassed it with that free throw. So Denver 10, Omaha 7. Giovanni Bickham into the game for the Pioneers in place of Robert Jones, and Roscoe Eastman out there in place of Taylor Gatlin. Nice little lob play there from Jace Townsend, who finds Giovanni down on the block, and Giovanni catching and laying that one up off the glass in one motion, and the Pioneers have that bucket back. It's 12-7 Denver. 12:50 to go here in the first half. Matt Pyle, man, he just bumped Giovanni down. There was nobody behind Giovanni Bickham. Matt Pyle didn't realize it. He deals it off to Ferrarini, who then charges over Giovanni Bickham, who stands in to take it. And Denver, off of the offensive foul, will look to add to a 5-point lead. 12 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Robert Jones, well, thought maybe Rob had a bloody nose on the sideline. Looks like he's just got a towel wiping off his face. Kind of holding it over his nose for a moment as there's a bounce pass from Jace Townsend with the right block to Giovanni Bickham. Giovanni trying to make a move to sweep by Matt Pyle, and into the lane. He gets fouled by Pyle. So First one of the day for Matt Pyle, who fouled out yesterday with about 7 minutes to go. And Bickham will head to the free throw line. Giovanni entered the weekend an 80% free throw shooter. Category that was not his greatest last year. Actually, about 72% coming into the weekend as he knocks down the first one here. Giovanni last season, just a .667 free throw shooter, although only had 18 attempts last year. He'll knock down both of them here. And Denver 15-7. As we move along toward the middle point of this first half, Ayawakan-Wole pull-up jumper, and that rattles around in the rim and drops through. 14-9 now, 12-10 to go. Roscoe Eastman blistering his way up the floor down the near sideline. He'll slow it down and pull that back out up top to Tristan Green. Eric Monkhouse on the floor for Denver. Comes near side to Jace Townsend. Townsend back to Monkhouse. Eric driving into the lane. He got fouled on a reach-in from Ayawakan-Wole, and actually that one's going to go charged to Kyle Lutke instead. And it will bring us to our second media timeout of the first half. 11:57 to go before halftime, and the score is Denver 14, Omaha 9. Pioneer basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. All right. DU fans, Colorado Roofing Solutions is proud to be part of the Pioneer home team. Contact them at coloradoroofingsolutions.com and let their team of experienced professionals take care of all of your exterior project needs. 11 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the first half. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Denver. My name is Tyler Mon. John Simmer, our producer, this afternoon for the final game of the 2020-2021 Pioneer basketball season here on ESPN Denver 1600. Let's hope this is the last season we ever have to see like this, from a socially distanced bench to just immediate family members allowed in the building. No travel for the radio guy or support staff like Chris Smith, our sports information director. And obviously for the Pioneers' sake, we obviously hope some more wins coming down the track as well, as Denver will inbound it off of that media timeout. 11:55 to go as the ball finds the hands of Tristan Green. Now Eric Monkhouse near side, who flings that thing across the floor to find Drake Muller. Drake up top to Roscoe Eastman. 7 on the shot clock. Roscoe back to Drake. Drake looking into the interior, trying to penetrate. Now hangs and got partially blocked, and it's taken away by Kyle Lutke. 14-9. Denver leading, 14:30 to go. Lutke around to the far side to Robinson. Lamel into the top of the key. Bounce passes it near side. Able to find Jaden Booth, the freshman from Omaha. Booth back to the near side with it now to Marco Smith. Smith pulls up his dribble, finds Lutke, long-range three off the back of the rim and out, but the rebound pulled in by Dylan Brom. And now Brom trying to get it over to the far side of Robinson, throws it into the waiting hands of Eric Monkhouse, taken away by Denver. Roscoe Eastman, far side, finds Monkhouse. Eric into the lane, and an offensive foul on Giovanni Bickham. He's trying to free up Monkhouse with a pick of Jaden Booth. And too much moving for Bickham with 10:57 remaining. 14-9, Denver leads it. Smith up the floor. Dribbles near side, gets it to Matt Pyle, top of the key. Now to Robinson, little weave action in the backcourt with Booth. Far side, here's Lutke outside the arc. A screen from Pyle, switched off defensively, and he traveled with a basketball, and he knew it. Booth got into the lane, tried to plant one foot, and kind of dragged it. And Denver still in front by 5. Pioneers 1 for their last 4 from the floor. Mavericks 0 for their last 4. And now Eric Monkhouse nearly traveled in the lane, but he's able to keep the handle on that basketball and get it to Giovanni Bickham. Giovanni into the lane. trying to body some contact with Matt Pyle, and man, a foul call coming up against Pyle. That's a tough foul for Matt Pyle to take. I don't know what he's supposed to do in that circumstance. Giovanni, to his credit, got Pyle up in the air, and when Pyle came down awkwardly, Giovanni tried to fight through him, and the foul call goes against the big senior from Wichita, Kansas. First free throw attempt for Giovanni, off the front of the rim and short. Bickham a big, deep breath as he pours the other free throw in. And Denver's lead is 6 points, one shy of the biggest it's been today. 15-9 now is the score. 10:23 to go. Pioneers will pressure a little bit as Omaha brings the ball up the floor. Akinwole sends it in through Lutke. Lutke trying to get it back to Akinwole. He lost it for a moment. Robinson there, and Robinson through traffic got fouled on his way to the basket. That one came on the shot with Robinson going up, so he will go to the free throw line. It's just Denver's third foul of the first half with 10:10 to go. No more KJ Robinson, no more JT Gibson, but Omaha always finds guards, and you can tell Lamel Robinson is the next one in that mold, as the second free throw is good. One big missing component for this Mavericks team is Tristan Green will uncork a three, back iron, back off the front of the rim and bouncing out. Marlon Ruffin out for this team this weekend, and that's been a big component of Omaha's struggles this year. Injuries. There's a three on the way and off the back of the rim. Rebound for Robinson. His shot is off the back of the rim as well, and now we got a foul on the rebound attempt. That will go against Frank Ryder, who's into the game for Denver. 15-11. Denver still leading, 9:43 to go. But Lamel Robinson, he is not a real big guy, 6', 180, but his burst, his scoring ability, he is going to be a lot to handle for Summit League defenses going forward in his career at Omaha. Kyle Lukey off a no-look pass from Akinwole, trying to penetrate from the far side. Now finds Robinson, cuts baseline, comes near side with it to Akinwole, hangs and finishes on a jumper from mid-range. The elbow on the near side, and Omaha's got it down to a 2-point game. 15-13, Denver leads it. Sam Hines Jr. offensive foul. Kyle Lutke standing in, and Sam with the charge. 9:17 to go in the first half. Jake Muller will check out of the game, so does Eric Monkhouse, Sam Hines Jr. as well. So Roscoe Eastman, Kobey Lam, and Jace Townsend the guards. Frank Ryder and Tristan Green the forwards. Akinwole bounce pass to the top of the key to Dylan Brom. Hands it off to Robinson, trying to go baseline against Jace Townsend, and he scores it off the glass. And Omaha has rallied from a 7-point deficit on an 8-1 run to tie this game at 15-15. Roscoe Eastman goes baseline through Frank Ryder. Jace Townsend, corner three is good. Great look by Roscoe to start that possession, and maybe even a better feel from Frank there to turn around and find Jace wide open in the corner. Denver back in front. Omaha has not led this game. Pioneers up 3 as Akinwole tries to answer, and he airballs a 3 out of bounds. So 18-15 it remains with 8:40 to go. Tristan Green to inbound from the baseline on the near side. It'll be Roscoe Eastman to run the point for Denver. Trying to free up Jace. Collects a pass from Roscoe. Akinwole there to meet him. Went far side, and now coming back near side to Tristan Green, who traveled. .8:27 remaining. 18-15, Denver out in front. Matt Pyle with 7 points, but 2 fouls as well. He's sitting for Omaha as Robinson starts to heat up. Robinson spinning in the lane, layup good, late whistle, and he's headed to the free throw line to try to tie it up. That one will go against Jace Townsend, his first. Mel Robinson trying to tie this game and cannot do so as the rebound clanks in and out. So Denver remains in front by 1, 18-17. Frank Ryder dribbling near side, fakes a handoff there for Kobey Lam, now looking for Roscoe Eastman. Hands it off to Roscoe, look to get it back to Frank. It's tipped up into the air, he collects it near the baseline of the far side corner. Trying to back down Dylan Brom, and a nice job by Frank Ryder. That turnaround left-handed hook shot in the lane. Ryder scores it, 20-17. Quickly the other way, a steal here. Kobey Lam able to take it away from Omaha's Marco Smith, and then trying to get that forward to Tristan Green. It got knocked out of bounds by the Mavericks. Denver will keep it, and we will head for immediate timeout. 7 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first half. Pioneers out in front of the Mavericks. It's 20-17. University of Denver basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. G&S Oil. All right. Hey, Pioneer fans, be sure to stop by the DU Conoco near campus at University and Asbury Avenue. We know security and speed are important to you, so install the Conoco Mobile Pay app on your mobile phone for your top-tier fuel and inside purchases and to get kickback points too. DU Conoco, a proud supporter of Denver athletics. 20-17 is the score. Pioneers out in front of the Omaha Mavericks. 7:42 to go in the final game of this 2020-2021 season for Denver basketball. South Dakota has opened up a 12-point lead over North Dakota State in the second half, and that game in Vermillion. Western Illinois out in front of Oral Roberts, 68-67. That game reaching the final stages of the second half in Tulsa. 20-17. Is the Pioneers' lead here. Denver in possession. A runner right out of the media timeout is off the mark. Somebody lost a shoe and is running up the floor without it, and that's Dylan Brom. Brom actually took the shoe and threw it aside across the baseline, and Dylan's out there essentially one-footed. Working around in a Adidas shoe and just a sock and an ankle guard on his left foot. There's a three on the way from Marco Smith that's no good. Now Dylan's got to get back and play defense with one shoe on. And Jace Townsend flying ahead off of the rebound to Roscoe Eastman. Roscoe tries to find his way into the lane, goes far side to Frank Ryder. Frank trying to back down the one-shoed wonder in Dylan Brom, and his hook shot is no good. Credit to Dylan Brom for just going through it with a one shoe. Now an Omaha assistant finally throws a shoe to him from the bench, and we got a timeout by the officials as Dylan will get some space and time to put the shoe on. I'm not sure why you just don't do that in the first place. Just go grab the shoe, try to put it back on and get the officials timeout, but now Dylan Brom will get some time to do so. Dylan, a freshman from Riverside, Missouri. Same hometown as redshirt freshman Lamel Robinson. 20-17, Denver leads. 6:35 to go here in the first half, and nearly a steal. Tristan Green took it away in the lane from Lamel Robinson. Lamel gets it right back and feeds it out to the far side wing for a three by Jaden Booth that's too strong. Omaha struggling from long range. That makes the Mavericks now 0 for 8 from 3 today. Tristan Green going baseline, sends it up top to Jace Townsend, and a flop there, it looked like, from Robinson, who will get the offensive foul called. Maybe not. Robinson goes down and actually looks like he is in a little bit of pain. Caught something of Jace Townsend's up high. Didn't look like real hard contact, and Robinson went flying to the floor. So the offensive foul on Jace, his second foul of the day. Robinson now up to a crouch, being attended to by a member of the Omaha staff. And heading off the floor is Lamel Robinson. They caught him in the beak, right up around the nose. Lamel's being looked at over on the sideline. So, 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Omaha has trailed this game throughout. Only been one tie, I believe. 20-17 now is the score. Denver with the lead. Lukey trying to make it 2 ties, and he will. Kyle Lukey, the sophomore from Creighton Prep, whose father played football for the Mavericks back when UNO, as it was then known, had a football team. And the Omaha sophomore drains the tray, his team's first of the day, to tie this thing up 20-20. Kobey Lam dribbling. Now trying to cross over Dylan Brom and flinging an ill-advised pass into the lane where it's taken away from Robert Jones. Jaden Booth, no look feed. Oh, and Rob hustling back. Gets there to block Marco Smith and then saves that ball from going out of bounds, and Denver takes it the other way. What an effort sequence there from Robert Jones. Flop call, a warning coming up here against Omaha's Jaden Booth as some contact with Taylor Gatlin, and Booth just flipped to the ground, and now we've got an airballed 3 by Tristan Green, and the flop warning is coming up on Omaha. And a warning against Darren Hansen, the 16th year head coach of the Mavericks. So Omaha will get it on the baseline. 20-20 is the score. Mavericks trying to take their first lead of the game. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Off to the far side, Kyle Lukey trying to go baseline. Cuts into the lane against Tristan Green. His hook shot is off the mark with the right hand. Denver with the rebound. Robert Jones the one to pull it in. Rob's got 5 rebounds to go along with 2 points. Jace Townsend with 7 points to lead Denver. Giovanni Bickham actually with 5. 3 of those at the free throw line. Eric Monkhouse, far side. Now back outside the arc up top to Kobey Lam. Kobey bounces it into Robert Jones in the paint, and Rob got fouled from behind by Kyle Lukey. So Lukey will take his second personal foul of the day. 8th team foul on the Mavericks in the first half, and it'll put Robert Jones at the free throw line. Rob coming into the weekend, a .613 free throw percentage. Knocks down the first one here. 4:26 to go. Second free throw attempt is off the back iron. And a rebound for Dylan Brom. So Denver back in front, 21-20. 4:15 remaining in the first half. 3 on the way from Jaden Booth, who saw immediately that that was going to be off the mark. Went and got his own rebound, got blocked not once but twice by Robert Jones. And the second one goes out of bounds. Omaha will keep it. Is that Rob's 3rd block of the day already? Should get 2 on that sequence. Yeah, 3 blocks today for Robert Jones, 2 on Jaden Booth right there. 20, check that, 17 on the shot clock, as nothing hit the rim on that last sequence. Far side Booth's got it, trying to shake Roscoe Eastman, instead hands it back. 3 on the way from Lukey is good. Kyle Lukey gives Omaha its first lead of the day, 23-21. Media timeout coming at our next whistle. Center of the floor, Robert Jones. One dribble, handoff far side to Roscoe Eastman. Roscoe looking for Taylor Gatlin, far side. He'll swing it back to him. Gatlin, a bounce pass on the entry feed to Tristan Green, trying to go baseline, and an offensive foul. And that'll bring us to our final media timeout of the first half. Our score, Omaha in the lead for the first time today. It's the Mavericks 23 and the Pioneers 21 on ESPN Denver 1600. Sounds good. One of the Pioneers' all-time legends, Wahab Carter, played for DU from 1998 to 2002, the 9th all-time leading scorer in program history with 1,382 career points, 3rd all-time in field goals made with 563, first-team All-Sun Belt Conference selection during the 2000 season, and currently Associate Director of Admissions and Southwest Regional Director at DU. Breckenridge Brewery, a proud sponsor of Denver Athletics. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium, 23-21, Omaha with its first lead of the day. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. The Omaha Mavericks, University of Nebraska, Omaha, lesser known athletics nickname than their counterparts 45 minutes west in Lincoln. The Cornhuskers, a steal here from Robert Jones. Denver trying to quickly move the other way. Kobey Lam loses it in the lane, able to tip it back to Rob. Fling it out. Roscoe Eastman head fakes a three. Now he'll take it, and he'll leave it just a little short. Rebound for Kyle Lukey. Mavericks were not known as the Mavericks until 1971. They were originally known as the Indians, and to their credit, changing that name way before that was a thing that universities really did that often. 1971, they changed the nicknames. Here's a step-in jumper from Nick Ferrarini, and Omaha's got a 4-point lead. Mavericks, in a student vote, ended up the winner, but only by 51 votes, and it beat the alternative, which I honestly wish would have won, as there's a nice little shot off the glass. That's good for Robert Jones. It beat Unicorns, and I kind of wish that they were the Omaha Unicorns, because what a name that would be. Talk about unique in college sports. Is Tristan Green, a foul here on Kyle Lukey, who head faked him into the air. That'll put Lukey at the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1. University of Nebraska, Omaha, founded in 1908. Enrollment of around 11,000 full-time students. And a team that is headed on to the Summit League tournament next week. Pioneers, for the second time in 3 years, will not be there. First free throw attempt on the front end, no good for Kyle Lukey. And Denver in possession, trailing this game by 2, 25-23. Rob down low, hook shot with the right hand is off the mark, but a foul call against Dylan Brom. And with 2:13 remaining, Rob will head to the free throw line for the second time today. His third and fourth free throws upcoming. Denver shooting it pretty well in the start to this game. 9 for 19, 47.4%. Omaha just 10 for 28. That's 35.7%, but way more opportunities for the Mavericks in the early going. As a second free throw attempt, no good from Rob. Denver turned it over 8 times in the first half, but Robert Jones, with that made free throw, cuts it down to a 1-point deficit. 2 minutes exactly to go at Hamilton Gymnasium. 25-24, Omaha leads it. And an offensive foul against Dylan Brom, who just ran right over Drake Muller, who stood in outside the restricted area to take the charge. And the foul call on Brom. That is his second and his team's 6th turnover of the first half. And Denver will try to take the lead here inside the final 2 minutes of the opening stanza. 25-24. Mavericks out in front. Roscoe Eastman gets a high screen from Robert Jones, trying to blow to the lane and carried the basketball. Turnover number 9 for Denver. Robinson across half court into the top of the key. Spins on his right foot, sends it to the far side wing, and finds Kyle Lutke out there. Now up top to Akinwole. Ayo Akinwole has been quiet so far. He's got 4. Robinson has 6. Akinwole had 20 before halftime yesterday. 3 on the way. No good from Lutke. Actually, check that. That one was from Nick Ferrarini. Now into the corner. Denver a 3 in transition. That's off the heel from Taylor Gatlin. 25-24. Mavericks still out in front. Down low, Akinwole lost it. He would have been all alone at the baseline, but he recovers. Turnaround jumper is true. And 27-24, Omaha's lead grows to 3. Final minute of the first half. Denver down by a tray. Roscoe Eastman near side. Center of the floor finds Drake Muller. Drake didn't pull the trigger for 3. He had some cushion there between himself and Nick Ferrarini. Now lob down low by Robert Jones to Muller, and Muller just had to swat it out of his hands by Lamel Robinson from behind. 27-24, score remains. Omaha keeps its lead. 30 seconds left. Dribbling to the near side is Lamel Robinson. About a 9-second difference between the clocks. 10 on the shot clock. 3 on the way is off the mark from Ferrarini. Omaha 2 for 12 from three-point range, and a timeout taken by Denver with 13.8 seconds left, and the Pioneers trailing by 3 here in the first half. So, Pioneers trying to draw something out for this final possession here in the first half. Denver will inbound from just right down in front of us. Roscoe Eastman, the one to send it in from near the Omaha bench. Gets it to Jace Townsend, now back to Roscoe. Draws a double team, now frees up Jace for 3. That's short, a rebound for Lamel Robinson. Hustling it up the floor. Robinson's going to have another chance at points. Robinson with 2 seconds left, back to Ferrarini, who pops a 3 and nails it. And at halftime, Omaha's got its biggest lead of the day. Our score, the Mavericks 30 and the Pioneers 24. It's Denver basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. All right. All right. Hey, Pioneer fans, DU Athletics and Trans-America are proud to recognize gymnast Mia Sundstrom and hockey player Bobby Brink as the February Student Athletes of the Month for their numerous academic and athletic achievements. Congratulations to both. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium, our halftime score, Omaha 30, Denver 24. Pioneers call a timeout with about 24 seconds left. Jace Townsend opened for a three. Did not connect, and Lamel Robinson able to feed Nick Ferrarini in transition 9 seconds later as Ferrarini buries a three right at the buzzer and makes it a 6-point lead for the Mavericks at halftime as Denver carries another halftime deficit into a game for the final time this season. The Pioneers this year have done that way too much and have done it way too often over the last few seasons. Denver has trailed at the half in now 15 of its 21 games this year. Tied at the half in one game, lost that one. Pioneers actually are winless when leading at the half this year, 0-4, but when trailing at the half, just 2-12, and hoping to avoid a 13th loss in this category here today. Some numbers from the first half. Leading scorer on each side, 7 points. It was Matt Pyle for Omaha, Jace Townsend for Denver. Robert Jones with 6 to go along with 6 rebounds for the Pioneers, 5 points for Giovanni Bickham. Denver, stats-wise as a team, 9 for 22 from the floor. Omaha 12 for 32. Pioneers went 1 for 6 from three-point range. Omaha 3 for 13 as the Mavericks have really started to heat up at least the attempts on the three-point side over the last couple of days. Denver went 5 for 8 from the line. Omaha 3 for 5. Pioneers outreach 21-16, and the Mavericks, despite Denver leading for nearly 13 minutes of the first half, Omaha heads into halftime with its biggest lead of the day. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we return, send it on back to the studio, and John Simmer, who's got Pioneer halftime for you from ESPN Denver 1600, as this broadcast brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, makers of Avalanche Amber Ale. Remember, with Breckenridge, you're always in good company. Pioneer halftime continues next on ESPN Denver. All right, man, 10:45 on the clock right now, so if you want to go like 5 minutes, that'd be perfect. All right, dude. haven't been there lately. But I drove by yesterday. All the lights were on. It looked like it was, semi back to normal. Yeah. Yeah, I know. There and Campus Lounge, those are like two places I desperately don't want to lose, Campus Lounge, I think, is doing okay under their new owners. It's like their fourth owners in a year. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. What a year, man. All right, you could throw in another 60. So we're still at about 5 minutes here. Sweet. Yeah, I did. All right. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium, about a minute 45 away from the start of the second half between the Denver Pioneers and the Omaha Mavericks. My name is Tyler Mon, John Simmer, our producer this afternoon. They have gone final in Vermillion, South Dakota. The Coyotes with the leg up now to clinch the top seed for the Summit League's tournament next week in Sioux Falls. South Dakota 80, North Dakota State 71. They are in the final minute in Tulsa, and Oral Roberts has rallied to take a lead over Western Illinois, 82-78. And the one game set for later tonight, Kansas City against South Dakota State. That game will get started at 6:30 Mountain Time. As coming into the weekend, South Dakota one game up on North Dakota State, sort of. I guess a half game up technically, 10-3 versus North Dakota State's 10-4. As of right now, South Dakota State at 8-3 in the league has technically moved ahead of North Dakota State based on conference win percentage, 727 versus 667. Oral Roberts at 8-5 in the league, fourth place. They would square off with Kansas City in the 4-5 matchup if everything holds. North Dakota 8-8, they'll be the 6th seed. Western Illinois 5-7, trying to knock off Oral Roberts and maybe help out Kansas City. Western would be the 7th seed. Omaha will be the 8th seed. Even if the Denver Pioneers are able to rally and win this game today, Omaha is headed on to the Summit League tournament due to their higher net ranking. And we are set to get back to it coming out of the halftime break as the Mavericks, moving from right to left in the all-white uniforms today, will get it started. Denver in the all-crimson, falling back defensively. Omaha right to left. Matt Pyle back into the game after a couple of first-half fouls. He'll go to work against Robert Jones. He'll get fouled by Robert Jones, and he'll head to the free throw line. 11 seconds in, first foul of the second half for Denver. First free throw attempt is no good for Matt Pyle. Hit that off the backboard, off the heel of the rim, and popped it out. Second one for Pyle is good. Nothing but net there. It is now a 7-point lead for Omaha, matching Denver's largest lead of the day, and now Omaha's largest lead of the day, 31-24. Sam Hines Jr. going right at Matt Pyle, and he scores off the window. Pyle went for the block and whiffed on it, and Sam muscles that shot up off the square and scores it. 19:25 to go. Pyle working on the right block against Robert Jones, comes across to Hughes, whose jumper is off the back of the rim from the near side wing. Denver trying to cut it down from 5, 31-26, and a turnover. Taylor Gatlin was bouncing that into the lane, looking for Robert Jones, but that one was well away from Rob. Now a transition jumper up and good from Marco Smith, and right back to a 7-point lead. 33-26, 18:55 to go in the final half of Denver's season. Dribble handoff far side, Kobey Lam. Through Sam Hines Jr. to the near side to Jace Townsend. Now Kobey rifles it down to the left block to Robert Jones. Jones going up. Able to work by Darius Hughes. Matt Pyle came over to try to help out and block that one, and Rob scores it off the glass. So he is Denver's leading scorer now at 8. Pyle in the lane working against him. Jump stops there up top to Robinson. Robinson trying to work by Jace Townsend. Comes to the near elbow and then lobs it back to the center of the floor to Iowakan-Wole. Far side, 3 on the way. Glances off the rim from Marco Smith. Offensive board. Robinson for 3. Tried to go for a... Oh, my goodness. Tried to draw the foul call. Shot was missed, and about 2 seconds later, a whistle, and the foul call will come for Lamel Robinson. Lamel Robinson went down in a heap. That thing came off the front of the rim. It was rebounded, and then the whistle brought on the free throws. First one up and good for Robinson. All 3 of them are good for Robinson. And Omaha's lead, the biggest it's been all day at 8 points, 36-28. 18-10 to go. Taylor Gatlin coming to the near side. Backpedaling away from Robinson. Heads down toward the elbow. Back up top to Sam Hines Jr. Now out on the far side wing. It's Jace Townsend whips it across the court. Kobey Lam for 3. Too strong. Fight for the board, and it comes down to the hands of Marco Smith. Smith hustling ahead, going 1-on-4. He'll peel it off to the far side. Picked up out there by Kobey Lam. Comes to Robinson. Lamel calling for a screen, and now was actually calling for Matt Pyle to come for an entry pass on the left block, and then bounced it nowhere near him, and Denver takes it away on the turnover. Up top, it's Townsend from Kobey Lam. Nice pass down low to Robert Jones, who gets blocked by Matt Pyle. Pyle went down hard, slow getting to his feet, now moving up the floor. Akinwole to Robinson. Now Robinson, another errant bounce pass, looking for Matt Pyle once more. Mel Robinson and Matt Pyle just not on the same page the last couple of possessions for Omaha, and a foul call on Robinson. Maybe to give Matt Pyle a little breather there. Pyle's looking winded and went down hard on that last possession, so the foul on Robinson, his first. 36-28, Omaha leads it, 17:08 to go. Denver will inbound from the far sideline as McFerrini gets set to check back into this game for the Mavericks. Center of the floor with it is Jace Townsend. Comes near side. Jace now into the lane, floats and finishes. Bucket and the foul. Foul call will go against Ayo Akinwole. Check that. It's actually assessed to Marco Smith. Free throw attempt good for Jace. Completes the traditional three-point play. And a 36-31 Omaha lead now with 16:50 to go here in regulation. Matt Pyle down low, blocked by Robert Jones. Got his own rebound, turnaround hook shot good. Man, everybody cherry picking to break the press. Now here's Kobey Lam, a transition 3 attempt, rims in and out, and a rebound for Robinson. Pyle got blocked pretty emphatically by Rob, but able to get that rebound, and the hook shot he loves over his left shoulder scored it to make it a 7-point game again. Now here's Hughes working against Sam Hines Jr. and a foul call on Sam. That one will be Sam's third foul of the day. Eric Monkhouse will check into the game in place of Kobey Lam. 38-31 the score. Omaha with the lead. Inbound pass comes from Lamel Robinson to Matt Pyle on the near side wing. Robinson gets it back. Now swung around to the far side. Akinwole goes up. His shot won't fall, but Pyle there to put it back and score it. So Matt Pyle's into double figures. He's got 10. Actually, check that. He should have 12 now. 11 points for Lamel Robinson. And Omaha's lead slowly growing. Now it's at 9. Jace Townsend for 3 to try to answer, and he got it. Townsend with 13 today. 40-34. 15:45 remaining in regulation. Media timeout coming in our next whistle. Robinson steps into a 3 himself, and he airballs that one out of bounds. And a media timeout arrives with 15:34 to go here in the second half. Our score, Omaha 40 and Denver 34. It's Pioneer Basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. Sounds good. Hey, Pioneer fans, this broadcast brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, makers of Avalanche Amber Ale. Remember, with Breckenridge, you're always in good company. Back inside Hamilton Gymnasium, the media timeouts are becoming fewer and winding down to the end here in this 2020-2021 Pioneer basketball season. We started this thing all the way back on November 28th. It's supposed to start 3 days earlier against Colorado Christian, a game that was canceled due to COVID reasons. Pioneers ended up starting things 3 days later. An 82-66 win over Regis. Then another postponement against Air Force on December 2nd. Game that was never made up. And then the Pioneers kicked off a real rough stretch. 13 straight losses for Denver. 3 cancellations in among those games. At Grand Canyon on December 29th. Home against South Dakota State twice on January 29th and 30th. Pioneers snapped the losing streak against North Dakota, but now on the verge of a 6th straight loss to end the season, which would be a 1-19 stretch since that season opening win over a D2 school. We got a foul call going against Omaha coming out of the media timeout. 15:20 to go. Inbound pass comes to Eric Monkhouse, open for 3, and he got it. First made bucket on the first attempted bucket of the day for Eric off of that Darius Hughes foul, and Denver has it down to a 3-point deficit. 40-37. Lamel Robinson far side to Darius Hughes. Hughes across the floor to Jaden Booth. Now back to the near side across the floor. Ferrarini for 3. That's no good. Rebound for Robinson. Putback attempt is no good. Booth now trying to save it before flying out of bounds, and he stepped on the sideline as he did fly into the stands. But a limited crowd. Nobody down in those first few rows with the social distancing rules in effect. So freshman from Omaha is okay. 40-37. 14:50 to go. Denver trailing. Pioneers led for the bulk of the first half. Now we got a foul on the floor away from the basketball. Robert Jones gets fouled by Jaden Booth. That one the 4th team foul of the second half for Omaha. Roscoe Eastman sends it in on the inbound to Robert Jones. Frees up Jace Townsend on a screen. Jumper is short. Rebound tapped out. Sam Hines Jr. collects it. Sam to the rack. Went up for the dunk. Got fouled from behind, which is too bad because Rob followed with a dunk of his own. But Matt Pyle will be charged with his 3rd foul of the day. The big fella for Omaha. And with 14:38 remaining, puts Sam Hines Jr. at the free throw line. First one up and good from Sam. Second one off the front of the rim from Sam Hines Jr., so it will remain a 2-point deficit Pioneers trailing the Mavericks 40-38. Mel Robinson, far side, working against Roscoe Eastman. Finds Matt Pyle. Roscoe tried to strip it from Pyle in the lane. Pyle able to keep the handle, and then found Robinson in the lane, and a kick ball.
20 on the shot clock, kicks it.
As you could hear the official on the far side say near our crowd mic, 20 on the shot clock off of that kick ball. Robinson will inbound. Robinson, Akinwole, Ferrarini, and Lukey, the guards on the floor right now for Omaha. Dylan Brom, the forward. Inbound pass goes to Brom. Hands it off back to Robinson. Head fakes a shot. Goes up with a little hook shot on his reverse pivot and could not score it. Denver quickly the other direction. Sam Hines Jr. layup won't go. Sam battling for the board. Able to get it off the offensive glass. Looking out into the corner. Jace is wide open. And now closing out Akinwole. Jace steals it back. Roscoe Eastman nearly left his feet. Steps into a jumper in the lane and can't get it to fall. We got a foul call away from the shot. It's going to go against Lamel Robinson, I think. We got a warning now on Rodney Billups. Not sure what happened there. If Rodney's upset about, just catch him saying something about protecting his dudes. Not sure if it's something that an official said to a Pioneers player that Rodney was unhappy with. And now we've got a foul call that goes against Sam Hines Jr. on the inbound sequence, and Denver fraying at the seams right now, down 2 with 13:53 to go. 40-38. $13:50 remaining. Akinwole running the point for Omaha. Gets it to Lukey and takes it right back. Now Lukey once more, top of the key. Lukey into the lane, left hand, finishes. Foul on Drake Muller. Three-point play is completed, and the lead is 5 points for Omaha. Townsend, far side, trying to penetrate into the lane. Nice little runner layup there from Jace Townsend with the right hand. And now in transition, Omaha's Dylan Brom gets fouled by Roscoe Eastman, who was trying to strip him in the lane. That'll put Dylan Brom at the free throw line. First one in and out. 43-40, Omaha leads it, 13:19 to go. Second free throw attempt from Brom. That one kisses off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and drops through, and it's back to a 4-point lead for the Mavs. 44-40. Drake Muller, far side to Taylor Gatlin. Up top, Eric Monkhouse. Back out to Gatlin, far side, and trying to bounce out one in on an entry pass to the left block to Frank Ryder. Frank gets fouled from behind by Dylan Brom. So that will put Ryder at the free throw line, the 7th team foul. The front end of a 1-and-1 coming here for Ryder. First one up and good from Frank. Second one good from Ryder. Frank Ryder onto the score sheet his first 2 free throws, in addition to the 1 bucket he had earlier today. So 4 points now for Frank. Denver trails it by 2, 44-42. Ferrarini open for a corner 3, and he drains it. 47-42. Omaha's just had an answer for everything since Denver's lead. Back when it was 14-7, Omaha tied things, went on an 8-1 run after that. You're up top, Drake Muller for 3. That's off the front of the rim. 12:30 remaining. Pitch back, Ferrarini 3. Got it. And Denver wants a timeout to talk it over. 12 minutes and 21 seconds to go in regulation, and the Pioneers trail Omaha by 8. We'll step aside for a timeout as well. 12:21 to go. It's the Mavericks 50 and the Pioneers 42 on ESPN Denver 1600. All right. Hey, Pioneer fans, Jewel Brown has over 15 years of experience in the Denver real estate market and provides brilliant results for all of her clients' real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, visit her online at jewelsofcolorado, JEWELS.com. Pioneers trailing the Mavericks 50-42. Denver since halftime pretty much dead on with Omaha shooting-wise. Pioneers 6 for 13, Mavericks 6 for 14. Each team 2 for 5 from 3. Omaha's made 6 of 8 free throws. Denver's made 4 of 5. This is a Denver team that is showing some frustration right now, and that's not really characteristic of this team. Sam Lyons Jr. I saw after he came off the floor, frustrated with that last foul call. Dwight Thorne II, Denver's assistant coach, went over and talked with Sam for a minute, and it just kind of feels like this team is a little off of its moorings right now. And headed toward the end of a frustrating season. That could be expected, as Jace Townsend will take a 3 out of the media timeout. Can't get it to fall. And Omaha with an 8-point lead, trying to build it to the biggest it has been today, which they will with a field goal on this possession. It's at 8 right now. It's been at 9. Ferrarini going baseline. Pulls up his dribble. Comes back through Akinwole to Robinson. Far side. Robinson gets it out there to Lutke. Lutke into the lane. Lutke gets blocked by Frank Ryder. Denver heads the other way. Taylor Gatlin will slow it down. Now goes through Townsend into the near side. Over to Kobey Lam for 3, and he got that one. And Denver with a 5-point deficit now. 50-45. Taylor Gatlin trying to steal that one away from Akinwole. Now down on the floor as Akinwole recovers it. Drake Muller was back in pursuit of it as well. And now a 3-on-2. Omaha the other direction. And there's an awkward play as, man, oh man, Kobey Lam's going to get called for a foul on Dylan Brom, who went up and fell awkwardly. And I don't think that was so much due to the contact, but it will be charged as a foul to Kobey Lam, and it will put Dylan Brom at the free throw line after what is technically our media timeout, but we will keep it right here. Final score from Tulsa, Oral Roberts 85, Western Illinois 81, so the Golden Eagles hang on there. Set to finish middle of the pack in the Summit League ahead of next week's conference tournament. Kansas City will square off with South Dakota State. That game coming up at 6:30 this evening, Mountain Time. But the Pioneers, unfortunately, not ticketed for Sioux Falls next week, as Denver's season will end today here at Hamilton Gymnasium. And hopefully next year, just brighter things ahead, whether it's being able to play inside Magnus Arena to some normal feeling crowds and hopefully some more wins along with it. It's a tough season all around, and of course to be expected in a lot of ways with the COVID issues and travel restrictions and everything else with this season. Dylan Brown to the free throw line as we return. Omaha leading 50-45. First free throw attempt from Braum is good. Dylan Braum is listed at 6'9", 195 pounds. He's got really long limbs. I mean, when he releases this shot, his hand is probably just about even with the rim. Let's go up over his head and knocks down the second one. And Denver back down 7 now, 52-45. 11:08 to go. Far side, handoff there from Drake Muller to Kobey Lam. Kobey to Jace Townsend, now back to Kobey. Head fakes a three, heads baseline. Lam gets trapped by a double team there. Back out to Townsend. Jace into the lane, flings into the far side corner. 10 on the shot clock. Taylor Gatlin out there. Dribbles between his legs, backpedals away from the elbow. 5 on the shot clock. TG into the lane, jump stop, floats and finishes off the square. 52-47. This lead for Omaha is pretty much ping-pong between 4 and 9 for the majority of this game, at least here in the second half, I should say, as there's an air ball three from the far side by Kyle Lutke. Denver trying to cut it down. Floated in the lane, and Jace Townsend looking for Robert Jones. Rob gets fouled from behind by Lutke. And that will put Jones at the free throw line with 10:26 remaining. And his team down 5. Robert Jones, first free throw attempt. Up and good. Rob's at 9 points. He's got 8 rebounds as well. Denver has only had 2 double-doubles this season. Both of them have been Sam Hines Jr.'s. Rob knocks down the second one, so he's at double figures now, and Denver is down 3. Sam had them in back-to-back games against Oral Roberts in that sweep by the Golden Eagles. 14 points and 10 rebounds on Friday, 16 points, 10 rebounds on Saturday. That's been it. With 2 more rebounds, Rob will join that club. Marco Smith trying to work his way by Kobey Lam. Had a knocked out of his hands by Tristan Green. Here comes Jace Townsend in transition. Townsend flying ahead of everybody. Scoop shot up with the right hand. Ton of contact. Jace goes spilling to the floor. No foul, and then a foul call on Tristan Green as Marco Smith brought it up the floor. To 49, 9:46 remaining, and Omaha back to the free throw line. Mavericks and the Pioneers even lines, 11 for 15 from the stripe. Marco Smith from Kansas City, Kansas, and a transfer from Kansas City, UMKC. First free throw attempt up and good. Trying to make it a 5-point game once more. Second one from Smith is good. 54-49. 9:56 remaining. Taylor Gatlin running the point for Denver. Heads out far side to Jace Townsend. Townsend collects a pass there and then blows right by Marco Smith to head into the lane and score from the paint. So Townsend now with 17 on the day. 54-51, Omaha with the lead. Matt Pyle, center of the floor. One dribble comes to the near side and finds Robinson. Robinson jump stops in the lane. Robinson turns around and finds Pyle on the left side of the paint. Now up top, here's Smith. Across to the far side of the floor, Ferrarini cutting his way in. Deals it back into the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Lutke goes out. 3 on the way from Ferrarini, who was fading away as he took that shot. It's no good, and Matt Pyle is called for a foul on the rebound try. That is the 4th on Matt Pyle, so he's in danger of fouling out for the 2nd straight game. And with 9:15 remaining, Denver will put Robert Jones at the free throw line. First free throw attempt up and good. Second one off the front of the rim, but an offensive board from Tristan Green. Up top to Kobey Lam. Kobey charging into the lane. Kobey throws one up with the right hand. That's no good. Robert Jones there for the putback bucket, and Denver has leveled it again. 54-54 now, 9 minutes to go in the second half. Middle of the floor with it is Lukey. Near side Robinson. Picked up by Gatlin. Trying to shake by him. Heads into the lane. Robinson with the left hand. Way too strong off the top of the backboard. And here comes Denver off of Robert Jones's rebound. Nice give there from Taylor Gatlin to Rob. And Rob just lost it out of bounds. He was set to go up and throw that thing down hard. And just started thinking about it before he caught the ball and could make the play. So it stays 54-54. You could just feel the energy in this arena building with that bounce pass. Rob was wide open on the gift from Taylor Gatlin and couldn't cash it in. 8:25 to go. Lukey up top through Robinson. Akinwole far side. Io's only got 6 points today. Now jumper here, and he knocks that one down. Just inside the three-point line. So Omaha back in the lead, 56-54. 8:10 to go. Townsend through Jones. Dribbles and hands off to Kobey Lam. Lam working over to the far side. Back up top to Gatlin. 10 on the shot clock. Gatlin trying to back down Robinson toward the three-point line. Now shakes him, finds Kobey for three. Catch and shoot. Too short. Rebound Akinwole. Far side with it. Akinwole, nice bounce pass down low. Two Pioneers go up to contest against Darius Hughes. They foul him as he went for the dunk. Not sure who this one will go against. Looks like it will be Robert Jones, and it brings us to our under 8-minute media timeout. 7:43 to go in the second half. Our score is Omaha 56 and Denver 54. Pioneer basketball on ESPN Denver 1600. Okay. Hey, Pioneer fans, Platte River Mortgage is your home team when you need to buy or refinance your home. Visit them online at PlatteRiverMortgage.com and learn more about DU's preferred mortgage company. 56-54, Omaha leading Denver. We're in the final game of the Pioneers 2020 and 2021 season on ESPN Denver 1600. Big thanks to everybody back at the station who has made all of our broadcasts happen for Denver Hoops this year. John Simmer, our producer today. All the guys doing such great work all season long and sticking with us through these Pioneer Hoops broadcasts as the final 7 minutes and 43 seconds of the season arrive here in Denver. 56-54. Darius Hughes headed to the free throw line out of the foul call that went against Robert Jones. Rob checks out of the game along with Taylor Gatlin, Giovanni Bickham, and Roscoe Eastman back in. And the first free throw attempt up and good for Hughes. Second one on the way, and good as well from Hughes. So back to a 4-point lead for Omaha. Mavericks have been able to keep the Pioneers at arm's length for the majority of this second half, aside from that one tie a little while ago. Here's Kobey Lam for three. That one will rim in and out. Rebound, Giovanni Bickham right there for the putback. 58-56 now. 7:20 to go. Between the circles, Robinson. Bounce pass in the near side to Hughes. Hughes hands it off. Akinwole for three. That short rebound off of the front of the rim for Tristan Green. Gets it to Jace Townsend. Now to Roscoe. Back to Jace for three, and he got it, and Denver's in front. 59-58. Robert Jones springing off of his chair in the Denver bench area to yell out in support of Jace Townsend. Now here comes an offense. Oh my goodness, they're going to give a blocking foul to Giovanni Bickham. Thought he had his feet set as Jaden Booth came into the lane and ran him over. But they'll put the blocking foul on Giovanni's ticket. And that will put Booth at the free throw line with 6:52 to go and a 1-point Denver lead. He tries to tie it up on this one. First shot up and good. Second one, Booth is able to give his team the lead as he rattles that one home. 60-59. Mavericks back in front. 6:45 to go in Denver season. Trying to finish on a winning note. Jace Townsend for three. That's off the front of the rim and a rebound this time for Darius Hughes. 6:35 remaining. Lukey, far side, gets it out there to Akinwole. Back to Robinson. Robinson through Lukey. Now back to an open three look there from Booth, and he leaves that one way short. It bounces off the front of the rim, and Denver takes it away. Roscoe Eastman with his first rebound of the day. Let's go out to the corner. Kobey Lam for three, and Kobey knocks it down, and Denver's got the lead back again. 62-60. Denver out in front. 6 minutes to go. Robinson near side on a bounce pass from Akinwole. Down toward the baseline. Now back out. Hughes has it knocked out of his hands by Tristan Green and taken away by Kobey. And then Lamb getting a little creative coming up the floor. Tried to dribble behind his back, lost the basketball, had it stolen away. And a foul call against him in pursuit of the loose ball. First free throw attempt is good from Booth. He'll try to tie things up here. Second one is good, and we're all level once more, 62-62. 5:45 remaining in the second half. Eastman across half court. Roscoe up top to Kobey Lam. Kobey back to Roscoe in the near side corner. Now Kobey again, middle of the floor, looking for Tristan Green, and instead a foul call that will go against Jaden Booth, who is cutting off Tristan's path through the lane. So Tristan to the line. First free throw attempt is good for him. In fact, that's Tristan's first point of the day. He was 0 for 2 from the floor and scoreless prior to that free throw. Second free throw is off the back of the rim and a rebound for Matt Pyle. Robert Jones now off of his last rebound does have Denver's third double-double of the season. And Matt Pyle out there here in the middle stretches of the final 10 minutes of this game, and he just had the ball taken away from him. A lob pass intended for him, and Giovanni Bickham knocked it away. Here comes Denver. Jace Townsend cutting to the rack, layup good. Great job on a feed from Roscoe Eastman. And Darren Hansen is livid with this officiating crew as they wanted a foul call on Giovanni Bickham getting that ball free from Matt Pyle. Instead, it turns into points the other way as Denver gets the layup from Townsend. Jace with 22 now. The assist to Roscoe, his 4th of the day. And the Pioneers with a 3-point lead, 65-62, 5 minutes left here in the second half. 30-second timeout taken by Omaha. I think that was more of a let me yell at the officials timeout for Darren Hansen. And hey, man, I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. You're a head coach, and you got to speak your piece. I respect it. Mavericks break their huddle around Hansen, and Denver heads back out on the floor defensively. Mavericks wearing the all-whites today. Denver in the all-crimson. Omaha moving right to left here in the middle stages of the second half. Well, now I guess we can call it the late stages of the second half, inside of the final 5 minutes. Jaden Booth, far side, to Ayo Akinwole. Akinwole into the lane. Chase Townsend, oh man. Akinwole just, with Townsend behind him, springs into the air, sends a floater up with the right hand, and Jace gets called for a foul. That is a veteran play from Ayo Akinwole, who heads to the free throw line to try to tie this thing up again. So Akinwole's in double figures. He's the 3rd on Omaha's side to be there. 65-64. His first free throw attempt of the day. And Akinwole sinks it. We're all tied up again. 65 all. 4:54 to go. Roscoe Eastman across the timeline. Center of the floor gives it to Giovanni Bickham. He'll dribble far side. Screen and hand off to Kobey Lam. Now back to Roscoe on the near side, and Kobey up at the center of the floor. And working out against Ludke on the far side. Kyle will foul him there. The Creighton Prep product with his 4th personal foul of the day. So Ludke, I believe, will check out. Jaden Booth, who just came off the floor. Actually, Booth will come on, it looks like in place of Marco Smith, as Kobey goes to the line. First free throw attempt, front of the rim, back of the rim, then a toilet bowl its way around and dropped in. (66-65), 4:41 to go. Denver back out in front again. Second one off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound for Giovanni Bickham. Back to Kobey. Up top, Taylor Gatlin for 3. That's off the back of the iron. A battle for the rebound again. Kobey saves this one. Tried to keep it in bounds and threw it off of Lamel Robinson. And out of bounds, last touch by Omaha. Kobey flying out over the sideline near the Denver bench. Just flung that thing over his head. Robinson tried to get a hand to it and ended up deflecting it all the way across the floor and out of bounds. So Denver will get it. 19 on the shot clock. Giovanni Bickham hands it off, and Kobey traveled. .427 to go, and after all of that, Denver just gives it back on the 14th turnover of the day for the Pioneers. 66-65. Robinson, near side to Akinwole. Ayo bounce passes it to Jaden Booth. Booth off to the far side to Ayo once more. Steps into a jumper and knocks it down. And Omaha gets the lead right back, 67-66. And if the Pioneers had won yesterday and we were playing this game today, the nerves would be through the roof, knowing that a Summit League tournament berth rested on the final result. But unfortunately for Denver, not the case after the loss yesterday. Just trying to finish this season with a win. Roscoe Eastman wide open for 3. Can't bury it. And a rebound for Robinson. Denver is unable to rally in this one. It'll be 19 losses in 20 games to finish the season. And 19 for 21 for the year. An offensive foul away from the basketball on Matt Pyle, his 5th. He's fouled out for the 2nd straight day. And that brings us to our final media timeout of the season. Omaha 67, Denver 66, 3:22 to go in the second half. Come on back for the finish from Hamilton Gymnasium on ESPN Denver 1600. All right. Do. Well, unfortunately for the Pioneers, ordinarily this read section is where we would tell you about Denver's next two matchups. This one is the last one for the Denver Pioneers, who will wrap up their season in the next 3 minutes and 22 seconds, unless there is overtime for this game. Pioneers done with the basketball season, but a whole bunch of stuff coming up on the lacrosse side, on the hockey side, on the women's basketball side as well, by the way. As the Pioneer women are on to the Summit League tournament as the 6th seed, I believe. Pioneer lacrosse next week on the road at St. John's. No radio coverage for that game, but I'll be on the call on Thursday night for Denver's final home hockey game of the year on Altitude TV. Charlie Host and I will have that game for you as the Pioneers take on Colorado College. Final home game of the season and the penultimate game of the season before the NCHC Frozen Face-Off, which this year will be just a single elimination tournament as Roscoe Eastman, a great move to find himself in some space and a very fundamental looking layup from Sko, who puts that one through to make it a 1-point Denver lead. 68-67, 2:55 to go. Iowakan-Wole, far side to Lamel Robinson. Robinson into the lane, and he's blocked by Kobey Lam. Denver takes it the other direction. That is the 7th block of the day for the Pioneers. Lamb going baseline. He throws that shot up and got fouled. Man, on yet another late whistle. That one's going to go against Dylan Brom. And it will put Kobey at the free throw line with a chance to extend Denver's lead, perhaps to 3. First one up and good from Kobey. And the second one is true as well. It's a 3-point Denver lead with 2:40 to go in regulation. Lamel Robinson across half court. Hands it off to Kyle Lutke. Near side, Iowakan-Wole trying to shake by Roscoe Eastman. Roscoe right up on him. Lutke trying to screen, and a foul call going against Roscoe as Roscoe wanted the offensive foul on Lutke. Won't get it. (70-67). First free throw attempt from Iowakan-Wole up and good. Trying to make it a 1-point game. Iowakan-Wole buries the second one. Iowa's got 15 now, and his team trails by 1 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in regulation. Robert Jones between the circles to Sam Hines Jr. Sam's got 4 fouls and an offensive foul on the Pioneers. That one goes against Jace Townsend. Was away from the ball, too. 2:16 remaining. Denver gives it back. Omaha with a chance to take the lead. 70-69. Mel Robinson slowly across the timeline. Up top to Lutke. Far side, Iowakan-Wole. Io steps in past the three-point line, pitches it back to Robinson. Robinson underhand flips it on the far side to Lutke. Now through Ferrarini. Iowakan-Wole, near side. Trying to squirrel his way back into the center of the floor between the circles. Steps back, pitches it to Lutke for 3, got it. 72-70, Omaha back out in front. Minute 39 to go. Eastman to Robert Jones, middle of the floor. To Roscoe Eastman. Kobey Lam now on the far side. Lam faced up there by Ferrarini into the lane. Kobey picks up his dribble and a timeout called by Denver with a minute 26 remaining and 12 on the shot clock. 72-70, Pioneers want to talk it over. Well, not a whole lot of ways to positively spin a season that at best will finish 3-18, but it would do a lot going into the offseason on a win instead of on a loss for this Denver team, and the next 86 seconds will determine that. (72-70). Omaha leading Denver. These two teams have traded this lead a lot in this game today. Inbound pass goes from Roscoe Eastman to Robert Jones, center of the floor. Hands off and screens for Jace Townsend. Bounce pass into the left block to Rob, and his hook shot is short and then knocked out of bounds on the rebound by Omaha, so it will stick with Denver. Townsend inbound from the baseline. He's going to have to get it in. He finally will to Sam Hines Jr. on the elbow. Sam, just blows right by Akinwole, then went up for a dunk, got partially blocked, gets it back. Nearly scored on his putback attempt, but he got fouled and he'll go to the line. Sam at the stripe today, just 1 for 2. For the season, coming into the weekend, Sam was about a 66% free throw shooter. First free throw attempt is off the mark from Hines. Second one's good, and it's a 1-point game. 72-71, a minute 11 remaining. Inbound pass goes to Akinwole. Across the timeline, dribbling with the left hand. He'll stop right in front of his head coach and call timeout. As Omaha, now with 1 remaining. Denver with 1 remaining as well. Kyle Lutke, by the way, fouled out on his last infraction, so he and Matt Pyle both gone. Dylan Brom has 4, and if overtime is to come up, that could play a big factor. Ferrarini to inbound as we hit the final minute of regulation in Denver's season. 72-71. Akinwole steps back outside the arc. Now charging down the near side of the lane against Kobey Lam. Pulls it back out and flips it up top to Lamel Robinson. Robinson working against Taylor Gatlin. 45 to go for a jumper just inside the arc. He knocks it down, and a timeout taken by Omaha. That makes it 74-71 with 45 seconds exactly to go. It's a 30-second timeout taken by the Mavericks. Looks like it'll be stretched to a full. 74-71. Sam Hines Jr. and Jace Townsend each with 4 fouls for Denver, by the way. Robert Jones today, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks, 1 assist, 1 steal, and only 1 turnover. One of the best days that we have seen from Rob. Rob's efficiency rating today is 22. That is the best for any player on the floor. Timeout wrapping up. Pioneers trail it by 3, 74-71. 5 on the floor for Denver. Gatlin, Townsend, and Lamb the guards. Hines and Jones the forwards. On the other side for Omaha, Robinson, Akinwole, and Smith the guards. Brom and Hughes the forwards. Back at it. 14-second difference between the clocks. 25 on the shot clock. Jace Townsend trying to penetrate. Goes baseline. His little floater with the right hand is too strong. A rebound tied up. And wow, they're not even going to give that a jump ball call. They're just going to call a foul on Taylor Gatlin. .5 seconds to go. And Omaha trying to put this game away with some free throws as Darius Hughes will go to the line. Hughes 2 for 2 today. Omaha 22 for 26. Denver 17 for 25. And free throws have really bitten the Pioneers in the season's last few weeks as this one will bounce in and out. But shot here would make it a 2-possession game. And it is good. 75-71, 33.5 seconds left, 3.5 second difference between the clocks. Taylor Gatlin near side, and he gets fouled by Lamel Robinson, who reached in to try to knock that ball away. So it'll put Gatlin at the line. First free throw attempt is good. Shot clock is off, 28.7 seconds left. .75-72, Omaha leads. Second free throw attempt is good from Gatlin. 2-point game now, 28.7 seconds left. Inbound pass goes to Akinwole. Io gets fouled immediately, 21.7 on the clock. You got to hope again for some help at the free throw line from Omaha, and this is one of the better shooters in the conference, and Io knocks down his first one to make it a 3-point game again. 76-73, Sam Hines Jr. and Jace Townsend check back in. Roscoe Eastman and Tristan Green out of the game. Gotta hope for a miss here if you're Denver. 76-73. Akinwole's second free throw is good. So back to a 4-point game. Inbound pass goes to Jace Townsend. Townsend hustles it up the near sideline. Jace throws it to Kobey Lam for 3, and that one is good. Kobey knocks it down, and it's a 1-point game, 77-76. That's big because free throws now can only make it a 3-point game. Inbound pass comes to Robinson, who gets fouled. Sam Hines Jr., the one to do it. He's fouled out of the game. So 18.5 seconds left. Tristan Green will check into this game in place of Sam. Sam has fouled out. Officials talking things over, or the coaches rather, talking things over with their guys. With 18.5 seconds to go. Lamel Robinson at the free throw line for Omaha. And his first one rattles in. Best he can do is make it a 3-point game on a make here with 18.5 seconds to go. Second free throw attempt from Robinson is off the mark. Denver trails it by 2. 15 seconds to go. Here comes Taylor Gatlin. Gatlin flares to the near side. And now trying to throw it across the floor to Kobey Lam. He turns it over. Unbelievable. An ill-advised pass from Taylor Gatlin, who was looking across the floor with his team down 2 in the final 8.7 seconds, and he just threw it right to Lamel Robinson. And now Robinson can pretty well bury Denver here with 2 makes. First one's good. Omaha, a team that came into the weekend averaging just 66 points per game this season. They will hit 80 with a second made free throw, and there it is. 2 straight days with 80-point showings offensively. 8.7 seconds left. Jace Townsend across half court. Jace dribbles in, kicks it back. Kobey Lam for 3, can't get it, and Denver will finish the season on 19 losses in 20 games with a 2-19 record. Our final score, Omaha 80, Denver 76. Pioneer postgame is next on ESPN Denver 1600. Okay, and we'll just do this one segment. I'll just call for the player of the game. Yeah, that works. Okay, that works. Okay.